Hello everybody and welcome back to the Shy Guy Brigade with me, Jen Spins, as well as Kevin, aka Styro Soup.
Hello, hello.
We're chilling in Amelia's nice log cabin. She's got her work bandana on, doing a little bit of dusting, dancing to her gramophone, all that good stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
That is a gramophone right in the corner there. Wow.
If you guys missed the previous episode of Animal Crossing SurVillager, we ended up doing quite an insanely long episode of Fire Emblem Three Houses, where, if you guys missed it, make sure to check it out.
Very spicy, very spicy, very dramatic, so definitely check that one out if you haven't. And subscribe as well if you haven't done that already. Stay tuned to the next episode and make sure you guys are staying up to date.
Speaking of the next episode, this is the next episode.
Whoa! Oh, I thought we were just chilling on the couch the whole day.
Yeah.
I guess we're actually gonna be going for it. Okay.
Do you like my little wand?
It is very nice. I remember having one of those back during the war.
During the oh right because
Yeah.
we were talking about Fire Emblem. Yeah, this was the closest thing I could get to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Was like kind of dressing as a mage with this little cavalier hat.
I totally get that. Yeah, no, I see that. I mean, I still, I don't have any clothing, so,
Yeah.
I got this. But it looks cool, I guess. Oh, he's cooking some chicken. Okay.
Yeah.
The tasty scent bring you here? Oh, absolutely. Oh, I love Rolf. He's great.
Yeah, his house is one of my favorites. It's just so
Coconut pudding. Why are you cooking coconut pudding?
Oh.
I feel like that's not something you would use a frying pan to cook, but I mean, I never made it, so I can't say if that is how you would make pudding, but,
Oh my god, I just realized something about this carpet. Walk back and forth in the water and just look at your feet.
Oh, that's so cool. That's such a nice carpet.
Oh, that's awesome. I've had this villager for a long time, and I've only now just realized that's a feature.
That is so cool. Is that a default carpet, or is that something you gifted him?
That's I think that's mostly his default house.
That's amazing. That's a really nice default house. Yeah. Oh, here's Carmen.
Carmen! Heck yeah. Oh, she's
talking to me now.
How dare you? Oh, she's looking adorable.
She said she's a trendsetter.
She is a trendsetter.
I don't like trendsetters. Jen, you gotta know that sometimes I'm just a curious little fellow, and sometimes I make mistakes, and that's okay, because everybody has those days. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody gets that way. Okay?
I'm upset about this.
Okay. You can't ever diss the Hannah Montana, or Clyde, for that matter.
Oh, trust me, I will gladly diss Hannah Montana.
Not a Hannah Montana person? I loved Hannah Montana.
No, I just have trauma into one of those songs, so.
Oh really? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? We won't dive into it. We won't dive into it.
Exactly. Because this is survival, not therapy.
This is SurVillager. SurVillager even. But yeah, no. For copyright reasons, I gotta call it that. No, I'm kidding. I hope I'm kidding anyway.
Oh my god.
Whose house is this? This is your house.
That's mine. That's my house.
I go to all the wrong houses. Okay, it's okay.
I figured we'd spin the wheel.
That's probably a good point. Yeah, I just wanted to talk around and like see how people are up to, Get the drama, get the juicy drama before we start eliminating people from your village, because you're gonna lose this challenge.
How dare you?
Well, I'm gonna speak to the worst elephant right now. No worries.
You can't just go around my village insulting them and say, "Oh yeah, one of you has gotta go."
Hey, worst elephant, how you doing?
Wow.
Wow, Margie got clumsy and spilled water all over the table. Wow, what a klutz. Okay.
Maybe she decided to make lemonade out of lemons, and she used that hot water to clean the table.
Okay, wheel is up. So before we spin the wheel, for those of you who are new to the series, first off, maybe after this video, maybe before it, I'd probably say before it, make sure to check out the other parts of the series. This is an ongoing series where me and Jen are kind of pitting our villagers head to head in fun little game challenges across a wide range of games. So I will spin this wheel. We will get a game, and that game has a challenge tied to it with our villagers involved, and you'll get the idea once you see it. Yeah, that's what we're gonna basically do here. So I'm going to get ready to spin the wheel in 3, 2, 1. Spin. Let's see what we get. I'm gonna take a guess of what we got. We have talked about this at some point. It's not one that we just added and it was like a mystery. Like you know about this one.
Well, I know I really want it to be Fall Guys.
Well, if I told you it rhymed with what's a rhyme for it? It's okay, I can cut this and I'll sound really smart. Mall fries. If I told you it rhymed with that, what would you react? What would your reaction be?
Kevin.
That's a good thing.
Oh,
Aren't you excited for mall fries?
That's what you came up with? You were like, I got this. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna look like a genius.
Mall fries.
And you came back with mall fries.
I could have just said small fries. I could have just said small fries. That would have sounded way better than mall fries. I don't know where I got mall from. That's like the first thing that popped in my mind. We're playing Fall Guys. That's the end of it. That's the end of the story. End of it all. Okay. Fall Guys time. All right, everybody. We are back in Fall Guys. That is the challenge for today. Basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating 3 different stages in the span of 90 minutes. Jen has some experience creating stages, but is on the Switch, so slightly longer load times. If it gets insane, we'll account for that in the makeup of the timing. And also familiarity with the controls at least, but the controls are a little bit worse on the Switch. Versus me, who has never made a stage in Fall Guys, but is on mouse and keyboard. I usually prefer to play games that way. That's how I play Fall Guys. We had some slight technical difficulties getting set up, but no worries. We're not there anymore. We're in a nice, happier place at the moment. But all seriousness, so we're going to make it through stages, and then we're going to play each other's stages, and whoever takes longer to complete the stages loses that round, and we'll lose a villager. There also will be some level of decoration involved as a bonus, so whoever decorates their stage, each stage the best, will get a bonus 90 seconds removed from their timer, which can make the difference. So it's not just about making the most ridiculously hard stage, it's also about adding some charm to it as well, which is always vital. So this is a very exciting challenge, very fun. We've both been very excited for this, especially Jen. Jen has been absolutely pumped for this challenge.
Yes.
I'm hopefully about to find out why, because I'm very excited to explore this builder a bit more. So before we get started, there's still a few more bits of housekeeping we have to do. So the rules and notes for this specific challenge is that fall birthdays, if you have a villager with a fall birthday, because it's Fall Guys, which is September to November, is what we called it at least, it'll let you pick one obstacle or platform to remove from your opponent's builder's tool belt. So to show what that means, I'm going to immediately ban one of Jen's items to build on all of their stages, so they cannot use the slime floor in their builds. So
mine is going to be the hammer.
The hammer. I'm okay with not using the hammer.
It's
a smart choice for you.
Yeah,
it's a smart choice for you.
Well, because
I remember you struggled on that.
We played Fall Guys, and I was like, I remember the Yeet golf course where you had a really easy time and I struggled, and I'm like, if Kevin just puts a bunch of hammer jumps, I'm just out.
10 minutes to get it published?
Like per each?
Per each stage, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
That seems fair. Okay. So yeah, we can't just create like this absurdly hard stage and publish it like a day from now. It has to be within 10-minute timer to get that stage published. I do have 2 of these that I can remove, because I do have 2 fall birthdays. I have Apple and I have Groucho versus Jen's Amelia. Just Amelia. Everybody else has a different birthday. So I get a second option to get rid of from your tool belt, which is very exciting, because I saw this one immediately and I was like, this one's going away. It's the bumper. It's gone. You cannot use the bumper.
Oh, thank God.
You cannot use the slime floor. Those are the two that I absolutely despise in this game. They're the two that always seem to get me in a lot of trouble. So I'm glad, I'm relieved that I don't have to worry about either of those in
So
this
the
challenge.
bumper, yeah, the bumper's the red one. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, those are the names of it in the game. So if there's any
Okay.
confusion, that is what
Believe it or
is.
not, that actually really doesn't change my strategy that much.
We're still not officially started. We got one more bit of housekeeping. For those who are unfamiliar, we do have a wild card system, which means that at any point in the challenge or before a challenge starts, we can apply one of our wild cards. Jen has 2 remaining. I have all 3 of mine remaining for the entire season.
Yes.
And I might think about using one here. So let me take a look, because
Oh,
I know
great.
that you are in a really good spot when it comes to, what is it? When it comes to Fall Guys, because you've been playing the game more than me recently.
Yeah.
I have a lot more of that old school skill, I guess you could say, because I played it since release. And you're kind of new to the game, but you've been playing it more recently. So I think you have a slight advantage here. I want to kind of make it a bit even of a playing field. So I had to think of something here that I can apply from one of my villagers onto a challenge.
I'm gonna save my wild cards. I'm just trying to be very quiet because I don't want to accidentally give you an idea.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
You can
If you
ask
go
me, but I
into
might not answer it.
No, it's not strategical. It's about the wild card.
Okay.
You know, we before we started, we were like, you know, it has to be honorably agreed to that this wild card makes sense and,
Yeah.
you know, is fair.
Okay.
Would you say to the naked eye? No, you know, I have a better idea. Scratch this question.
Okay.
No, I don't. It's a bad idea. Ignore me. Okay, my original question. Go back to it.
Funny.
Is if you go to the middle item in the toolbox and you go to the first item, the spinner,
Okay.
and you press the up button on that item, you see
Yeah.
the crazy hectic thing, right?
The maze? That's like
So you go to-
205.
Would you say it looks like an apple? Yes, this was my original question.
It's round.
Round like an apple.
Not really. Like there's some red in it, but like you're gonna have to do some stretching
Spinning
here.
plate. Spinning plate. It's a plate. You put an apple on a plate.
See, I don't want to accept it just because it would be like
Well,
in my favor.
this would be in your favor if I give you this item.
If you give me this item,
If I force you to use one of these in one of your stages.
I honestly still feel like that's a stretch though. Like I was going to say either way.
Either way, it's in your favor?
No. No, like whether you were
No.
going to negate it or give me it, I feel like that's kind of a stretch.
It's on a plate, it's an apple, that's valid. Because I want to force you to use this
could
item.
realistically go with that for any of them. You could be
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I want to force you to get this item, but I don't think I have a character that does that for me.
yeah, cuz I'm not being a jerk. That's just too big of a stretch.
It's a very big stretch. It's
Yeah.
the stretches of all stretches, so I understand why you're hesitant. Man, I want to force you to have this in one stage, but I don't think I can. Groucho's thick, so you can use thick bonkus.
What?
I don't think that'll work. Is there anything else I have here?
You're
I really wanna use
struggling
this
with
one
this
here.
so hard.
Well, I can cut it. It's fine. I simply don't have a villager that connects with the spinning plate maze well enough to make it make sense as a wild card, because it has to relate to the villager in some way, and it just doesn't. And I really wish it did. And I was trying to force it. It didn't work. I got no wild cards to apply. So we'll roll with that.
Props for trying. I respect the attempt. But yeah, it was a stretch.
Yeah. To say the least, it was a fairly big stretch. I will admit.
Yeah.
I cannot use slime or bumpers. I cannot use hammers in any of my builds.
Yes.
And we will publish after, so we can make a stage, save it, come back, make all 3 stages, and then publish all 3 within that 10-minute time frame. So that's not within that 90-minute timer. Okay. all rules
Okay.
applied, all things set. We are ready to go in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, it has started.
Perfect.
Okay, it might take me 1 second to remember how to use this, but I think I should be fine. There are a few like just awkward things that are in this basically.
Oh wow, yeah. So just a heads up, I have not used this yet. I played custom stages. If you haven't checked those out, make sure to check out our channels to see how well we did with those. They're pretty fun. I enjoy them, but I've gotten some inspiration from them, I think. So I'm excited
Actually,
for this first stage. I think it'll be very intriguing.
Yeah, copy it spins. Okay, there we go.
So at least from
Perfect.
a time management perspective, what is your strategy here? Because I already have mine set. I don't think I'm going to change it.
30 minutes per stage.
Really? Okay, okay. I respect that. I'm doing 40, 30, and 20. That is my goal. Because I need to get used to this system, A, and B, I need to... Yeah, I think once I get the hang of it, I'll be like, okay, I can crank one out in 20 minutes at the end. Yeah, I will say the controls in this are quite handy-dandy for myself. But again, I have not made any stages yet. I don't know what's possible and what isn't from the naked eye. So it's going to be a lot more testing, I feel like, for me than it might be for Jen. So just that is where the advantage is coming from here, in my opinion.
Certainly a bit awkward, but we are going to do it.
As a fun little start. I really don't. I mean, is it ugly as sin? Absolutely. But, you know, it's the first stage. I'm not going to be too hard on myself.
Fair, fair. Oh, I've already wasted 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Patience speed, yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, awesome. That's definitely doable.
Oh, that's hideous. I love it. Okay, let's test it.
Oh my goodness.
Place, play. And it's doable. It's doable. It's doable. Barely. Oh, I wish I knew what the dive button was on keyboard. Let me switch my controller for a sec. Okay, it's doable. It's doable. Absolutely, absolutely. Grab this. Can you grab this? Yeah, you can. Okay. Ow. Okay, that's not doable. That's where the problem comes into play. All right. Making progress though. I got a first little series of jumps that were doable. To my naked eye, it does. But maybe my eye should find clothes. That's also a reasonable take to have. I'm quite literally Plankton from SpongeBob. Oh, that's so tough. I mean, oh, it's so easy. Oh, it's the easiest thing in the world. You're gonna have no problem.
Okay. Okay.
This is so tough. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry if this is doable. Oh, that's so mean. And not a hammer.
Yeah, I hope you're not using hammers.
I never. I'm not allowed to. If I use a hammer, I mean that's like a 2-minute penalty, right? Or something crazy.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about that. That's not gonna happen. I think that's the big thing. It's like you got to make sure it's publishable before that timer, right?
Yeah.
Not just about beating it. It's about actually making yourself set up for success.
Yeah, I always check as like a beforehand kind of a thing.
Yeah. Do you want to say if you don't finish, we remove 50 budget?
Sure.
Okay. Just so we have like a standard for that. I feel like that's fair enough. Maybe 2 beatable. So let's add some hammers. Just kidding.
Wow, wow. Okay, okay.
That's just how I am. That's how I am.
I see you.
Oh, this is mean. Oh, I like how mean this is.
Oh, I absolutely love that.
This builder actually works really nice. I'm quite thrilled with it.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I was so excited about it.
Yeah. Okay, is that doable? I think so. I think this is very doable here at the end. Ow. Okay, that's not easy though. It's not easy, and it's also a bit rage-inducing. So like, I'm okay with it. Can you jump? Can you grab these? Oh, can you not grab these? Oh no, my whole strategy. Okay, so these all had to be replaced with different blocks then. That's annoying. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. I guess this is where, by the way, people who are watching and are like, oh my gosh, you get to use keyboard and mouse. This is where the punishment comes in, because I don't know what's grabbable and what isn't grabbable.
Yeah.
Because you can't grab this edge, apparently. And so now my whole build is just like messed up, and I got like 10 minutes to figure this out. Yeah, I like this. Let's remove that. Let's keep this wall here, though. We're going to copy. You're probably closing in on your first stage. How's it going?
Good, good. I'm definitely a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
Because at this
point...
About
your stage, like, being bad, or, like, my stage being too scary?
I just... There's a lot that I would have liked to be done with this first stage. Like, what's here is pretty decent, but I'm not somebody that, like, can easily just throw a bunch of things together and be like, oh, yeah, this works. Like...
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I'm more of a slow burn kind of person, so.
Gotcha. Let me keep this here. Move this here. I'm glad I gave myself this extra like 10 minutes for this first stage, although it might bite me later, but it's very nice to be able to be like, okay, I know what some of these things do now. So I feel like 40 minutes for this first one is gonna pan out in a way that I feel happy about.
Okay, I gotta give myself like 5 extra minutes.
Ooh, okay. Oh wait, that's way too high.
Dang,
can I make this any lower? I don't think I can, to be honest. Do you know that song that goes like, no, I give up. I don't actually know what up. I know,
you
like
know
one
that
line.
Song that's like, you know what? Actually, not copyright.
I know like one line. Like you would not know it. I could guarantee you would not know it, because I would sing it poorly. My voice isn't fit for it. It would just be a nightmare. Yeah, ignore me. Ignore me. Just do that. Oh, you can only do those two. Okay. I could be potentially giving away too much, but I don't think I am when I say these things.
Hey, that's fair. Feel free to give as much information away as possible.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm eating into this one way too much.
I'd rather have this be that, though, and then this be that. Oh. Let me just test this last. Let me test this bit first. This bit's more important right now. Okay, I have 5 minutes left on this last one. Okay, that's not possible. Good thing I tested this. Okay, from here. Now that's not possible.
Okay, now that I actually really like for it ending.
This is still tough. It's still tough and mean, and you'll still struggle, I think. Okay, and then we're gonna make this. Okay, that's gotta go down a smidge. Or just up a smidge. That actually should do it.
Okay.
Okay, let me see.
Alright, that one's gonna have to do.
That looks doable.
Crap,
yeah.
dude, crap.
Yeah. Oh, but that can still get you. Oh, I like how that can still get you. Okay.
Okay, I'm leaving the editor.
Let's see this.
I did save.
Oh, that's so mean. Oh, it's just so deceptive. Oh, but that's mean. Mean though. It's mean though. Evil, spooky, spooky, spooky. And for those curious, we are going to be the judge, so to speak, on the designs. We'll be judging them like for my one versus Jen's one, my two versus Jen's two, etc., etc.
Yeah, hopefully
so
they are still awake by the time we actually do that.
Potentially. If not, I mean, we can like save the recording for another day. Hello?
Yeah.
No.
I have a feeling that
We gotta add the
you might just get to this stage and like hopefully I'll be able to upload it, but you'll be like, really, Jen? Really?
Okay. No hammers. Gotcha. I don't know why it's so hard for me to remember.
I've definitely had to remind myself like no slime, and then I keep forgetting the other one, so I'm just trying to.
Yeah, slime was... I'm glad that I caught slime, because I'm like, I do not like the slime stuff at all. So I'm just glad that I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. I had like a really big idea with the slime that you would have probably been kind of upset with me on.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of potential with slime, so I was just like so happy to get rid of it. Oh, that's so mean though. I feel like I'm revealing too much to you.
All you've said is that you're being very mean. To be fair.
That's a good sign then.
I mean, you also revealed doors.
I did reveal doors, which was the main point I was worried about. Oh, I have it. Oh, by Jove, by Scott, by all things lovely. I got an idea. I don't know what that sentence was. Just ignore me. Like, that's not something you do on a daily basis.
What, ignore you?
Yeah.
Nah.
I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you.
If anything, you probably ignore me more than I ignore you.
I just ignore everybody, to be honest. It's kind of a bad. Let's do that though. Yes. That's exactly what I wanted. But I want it like.
Can I do it that way?
That, where it actually like affects things.
Oh my goodness. I just want to test this thing. He's gonna be so absolutely confused. I'm gonna love it. I wish this is what I started with, because this is feeling ripe.
It's feeling ripe?
It's feeling ripe.
Yeah, this can be mean. This can be mean. Oh, this is brutal. Muy brutal. Muy brutal.
You're gonna probably have to do all the heavy lifting commentary-wise.
Oh, this is so mean. Like, if this is doable, I am so sorry.
Crap. How much time do we have left?
I got 30 minutes.
30 minutes, okay. Crap. I still have another stage to do, and I feel really good about this one.
I'm with you, too. I mean, I only dedicated 20 minutes to this last stage, so my last one's going to be probably pretty bad, to be all honest with you. I think the strategy might actually bite me in the butt. But this second stage is looking really nice for me, I will admit. And also, I would assume rather difficult as well, just from what I'm seeing from it. This last part's gonna be tough to test, though. That's my only concern. Watch me say all this stuff about all these stages, and you just finish them in like half a second.
That would actually be very funny. Mine, it's going to be one of those things of like, you're going to be frustrated, but like at the end of the day, you're going to be like, oh yeah, this is still at least a pretty like nicely made stage.
Yeah, that's definitely mine. Yeah, sure.
Oh my god, I just broke the character a little bit. That was super weird.
I'm so sorry.
Editing Kevin, feel free to put that in there.
I'm going to.
Like the boxing glove got inside of my character, and it like made the arms all weird and lanky.
Yes.
Oh, you can. Oh, perfect.
So, it's a little concerning.
Shit.
Yeah, okay. Let's resize it a smidge.
Okay.
No, honestly, no. I can do that. That was my fault. That was my
25
fault.
minutes.
Demons. Demons. Oh, I'm so evil. I'm devious right now. I'm so sorry. It's just me apologizing. And, like, again, like, this could be very simple for you.
Well, maybe if I'm lucky, you won't be able to beat them.
I think I will. I know the tricks. Which is always a huge benefit. These types of things.
It's...
And then let's make...
It's short. Again, it's short, but like it's what I have to work with because now I have.
So that's doable here.
Now I have 22 minutes.
Hello, Editing Kevin here. So just a heads up, we're gonna skip the third stage creation and just go straight to the races. We skipped publishing, nothing crazy happened. The only thing that happened was Jen's second stage got slightly reduced with that 50 lost budget because they did fail it the first time trying to pass it and publish it, but then they did publish it the second time, so no penalty faced afterwards. I think eventually we said after you failed the second time, the other opponent gets a 2-minute penalty or a 2-minute upgrade or whatever, but didn't apply, so we're good there. Yeah, we skipped publishing, skipped the third stage creation, we're gonna go straight to races. I'm gonna go first, and we'll see who ends up winning this challenge. If you're having a good time, thanks for watching so far. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Stay tuned to the next episode, and also to rewatch some of the old ones. Some really good challenges in there on our channel, be it with the SurVillager series or the Dokapon series or whatever else we got going on the channel at the moment. So hope you enjoy.
Hey, you got the little duck and tails.
I do have the little duck and tails. Alrighty, I'm gonna start show. When it says go on the Fall Guys client, that's when we'll start the timer.
Okay. Once you hit the checkpoint, you pretty much have it in the bag.
Gotcha.
I'll be honest with you.
Okay. Well, on the off chance I don't, then
but it is possible that you don't.
Yes. Okay. Very nervous. Very nervous. Very scared. Oh, this looks really fun. Oh wait, timer didn't start. Ah. Or me. Okay. I have to alt tab, so that's my punishment. Okay. Oh, this is fun. I like this.
Yeah, I tried doing a few different things, so it's not like coherent with like all the different things. It was kind of me checking things out and testing things to see if they would be fun and work.
Okay. Wait, can I just... I don't think so. Potentially, but I'll take too much time doing that. This is a really unique... I never even thought of this windmill thing like this. That's really cool.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
This is probably a fine door, right? Really? I can do this.
I was hoping that would take you a little bit longer, but I didn't want to like add too much to waste time.
I don't know how these things work. Okay.
I will tell you, that is not random direction, that is One Direction.
I love that band.
Just so like if that's what's like
stuck.
making you nervous.
Oh, I know. I don't know the physics of it.
That's fair.
Okay. Punchy nachos. I'm not quite getting the name inspiration here. Maybe I'm just not there yet.
It's a little spread out with a few things, but I didn't think about that. But yeah, that is definitely one of the things that I thought like if you
you
yes it worked. Oh my god,
made a Mario Maker stage, bro. Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Snoozing.
I was so hoping that would get you.
I'm snoozing after that. Oh.
Let's go. Let's go.
Aggravating.
Yeah, this is the stage I was completely quiet on, by the way.
The first one I was like, I don't know why you're saying the first one so bad. You sounded really confident with the first one.
The thing is, I was like, either this is gonna be really tricky for you, or you're gonna like get this right away.
Come on.
That's what I was concerned about, is that you would like go God mode on this first one.
Oh,
but you also like said you're sorry the entire time, so
yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, I see the check. You definitely made some of these okay, just for your own like qualifications. Oh, it's a bouncer. It has to be. Wait, how do you? It's A, right? Yeah, let's hold it. What? Oh, I hate the physics on this. It's so inconsistent.
I know what it is, but I'm not going to tell you.
It's so inconsistent, man. Okay, I think I'm going to fail here. That's okay.
Yeah, but don't forget that is only 4 minutes. So you still have a lot of time left.
Yeah, I'm going off of my timer on the bottom. I have my own little timer here. Just because then it's like a lot more stable. Okay.
Yeah. You did get lucky with that one punch jump, because afterwards I was like, I feel like you could make that. So I'll tell you, so the one spring in the back, you basically had to like stand at a specific spot to be able to land on the fist. And I had the fist like going out for you to walk on. And there was like a few things that I was hoping you'd be a little more like skeptical about. So some things have worked, some things haven't just yet.
Okay.
But we'll see, because you still have 6 minutes. Once it's so easy to panic on something like that, because like for me this was super simple, but because I knew what to do.
Right. I think I might actually experience the same thing with my stages, which is exciting.
Yeah, but it's fun to see like how you experience and like what you're like, okay, what do I try? What do I need to do? Kind of a thing.
Right.
So like that aspect is really neat.
Should have banned these doors. I was thinking about banning these doors too, because I knew this tech. I don't know what it.
Yeah.
It just hold it, but like it doesn't always work.
Would it help if I told you that's not actually the tech?
Is that? It's not hold A?
Nope.
Oh well, I'm doomed. I think. I guess I'll do some testing.
I'm sorry. I should be nice and tell you.
It's okay.
But I'm not going to.
I mean, that's the new school advantage, you know? You got that new school knowledge. I don't got that new school knowledge.
Yeah. The only reason I know is because I got lucky enough to watch somebody do like a Kaizo thing of this. His name's like Octopal. And he did a bunch of Kaizo stuff, and he explained how to do it. And I was like, oh. There's another thing I could have added that was janky, but I didn't have enough time to check to see what it was. And I was like, I'm not gonna add that because it's a little goofy.
Yeah.
Also, I kind of forgot about it, so.
Well, knowing that you know the text is a bit scary, because I definitely don't.
But remember, just because I know what it is doesn't mean I can actually pull it off.
Well, sure. I mean, I didn't build them though. That's the thing. I don't think I did.
Yeah.
I get that one's real.
Fair.
I don't think you can make
that.
that.
The only reason I didn't use those windmills more is because, like, they can be really slippery with their hitbox and wonky to use.
Okay, if I make the checkpoint here, I'm okay. I will say I feel confident this will be a toughest stage.
What's that?
I feel confident this will be your toughest stage. Unless you have more of these door things.
This isn't the one I failed on.
I know. These door things I don't get.
But we'll see. We'll see.
So, like, I mean, if you got more of these door things, then I'm in trouble.
Oh,
If not-
imagine. Imagine.
Oh my gosh. I'm very worried about that response.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue too is that I noticed the teeth actually don't count for it either.
Oh, that's
It
so
like
mean.
disrupts it.
Yeah. I think you can make that. That's my only chance, honestly.
I mean, mad respect if you do make that. I think I thankfully made it like too tilted to get, but
Yeah, I don't think it's actually possible. I'm just hopeful. Okay, I'll get my
That's
timer
fair.
set. I got 2 more minutes.
yeah.
Oh, I might just practice those doors in case there's more later, honestly. Because I can't do those doors.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that you didn't know the actual tech for it either.
Oh no. Well, I'm like super old school Fall Guys, so like any of this new like custom stuff I'm not too privy with.
Yeah. Well, that part's like extremely new to this.
Yeah.
See, I'm mostly surprised because I didn't think this would be the one that took you 10 minutes.
Oh, it's going
So
to.
I am pleasantly surprised. But that's why I was panicking, because I was like, man, I don't know for this first one if I have to mess up this second one. Like I don't think the third one's gonna do it for me. But this at least makes me a little less anxious. Like going first is definitely the trickier thing for something like this.
I'm not too concerned by it. 'Cause I feel like I got past the stage pretty okay if I just knew this technique. Like that's the difference right now. Is it that?
Yeah.
No way is it that.
Did you figure it out?
There's no way it's grabbing makes you go higher. That's ridiculous.
You know, I'm not even sure if you'll make that jump. When it hits the 30 seconds, if you haven't hit it, I think I might
You
tell
can
you
just
what it
tell
is.
me. I have 1 minute.
You have 1 minute?
I have 1 minute to make it, yeah.
You do nothing.
You do nothing.
You
When I was-
press nothing.
Oh, that's so silly.
It's really dumb. I don't know why it's that. Because it makes it seem like it's holding down A. But it actually does that because it doesn't read that there's more inputs. So that's why it seems like it's working.
Oh, that's so mean.
Yeah.
That's so mean. I've been saying that a lot. This ball. Just give me. I was gonna give it the door. 20 seconds. Let's just go for it. Maybe that's possible. I don't think it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't even get to my my other fake area, but you probably noticed it at this point.
I honestly haven't been looking ahead.
Really?
No.
Look, I set up a whole thing like hoping that once you got to the checkpoint that you would go onto the spinner and be extremely confused about where to go, but you actually just had to jump like to the right and down.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna set my timer to 11 minutes then, and then go to the next one.
I obviously don't know what your stages are going to be like, but that at least gives me it makes me breathe a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. I'm glad I can at least do that for you.
Yeah.
If there's any other text, I'm in trouble. You said you did your research, so I'm actually a little scared now. I was going in pretty confident. Now I'm not.
The next one should be a non-potato chip. I think, and here's the thing, I was wrong about the first one. It's possible I could be wrong about this next one, but I think this is going to be the one that jars you a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, I'm at 11 and some change. That's okay.
You clicked on the wrong one, I think.
I did. Yeah, I don't know if that's good. Okay.
You're like, I'm not even going to play it. I'm just going to go back to the first one.
Yeah.
You're like, I could do this.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah, this one is at 10 minutes, though.
Okay, so at 21 on my timer. Oh, it's just, yeah, okay, perfect. So I don't need to worry about that stuff.
Yeah, so you actually don't have to worry about, like, jumping back in. Because this is when you told me, and then when I failed and I panicked, that's when I was able to fix it.
Yeah. Control side ready. For me. It's got a digital thing. Oh, these are bad, though, right? They are. Oh, that's so mean.
And you know what those are? Those are actually the signposts.
That's... I mean, the hitbox is kind of weird, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. They look bigger than they actually are.
Right.
But because I put them on the beams, that's going to make it...
oh, this is brutal. Because the hitbox is so bad. Okay. Oh, there's one there. Oh, I thought it was the further one. Okay.
Yeah. There's a little bit of psychology in this.
Whew.
How are you feeling so far, Kevin?
This one doesn't feel as bad as the other one. Love the music.
Yeah, I think you're probably used to doing the beams more than I am.
Tough. Okay. That chip is brutal. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
But not too bad. Just gonna take some time. It's gonna be falls. It's called Fall Guys for a reason.
Yeah. This is one of those where it's like, it's not technically too hard. It's just that if you mess up in the wrong place, it's so easy to just like slip and fall. But you're doing that first section really well.
I don't even think I jump on that. I think I just skip it. Oh, really? I missed that. This is very technical.
It felt very weird to make a technical level. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh, I just missed it. Okay. That was it right there. Okay. Ah, I can totally make that.
I was wondering when you were gonna figure that part out.
Yeah, I knew I had to go for that one for a while now. It's just I can't get there now.
Yeah, I pretty much figured, I was like, you know, maybe I'll try to like put this here so that you jump on it or it'll block a little. And then I put it there and it was too low, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it there. Like, it kind of looks nice, and I know how to get past it, and I didn't even think about the psychological part of it.
Yeah, tough one. I'm bad at timing. I'm so bad at timing things. Oh, that's so mean. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know it's there. It's not as bad, but
that's the part I was like,
time with that.
I maybe should have changed, but I was able to get through it on my second one, so.
Yeah. Hey, oh, that's tough. Should just walk through them.
Yeah, I think the weird thing is because it's I think it's mostly still the signs hitbox, but
Really?
it's rotating, so it's also rotating that side part of it.
Yeah.
Which is what makes it like so weird.
I got about 5 minutes, a little less than. I don't think I'm gonna beat this one either. Well, I'm gonna bank on your third one being easy then. I think two. I honestly, I do think 2 of mine are maxable. 3 of them, I don't know.
Yeah.
You definitely made yours a lot more tactical than I made mine. I will say that.
Yeah, I knew I had to go something like gimmicky. But that's the thing, when you suggested like, oh, what if we do this with Mario Maker? This is the type of thing that I would have been doing, is going all back and forth with like, how do I make the best possible level possible? And I was like, there's no way I'd be able to do that on a time limit.
No way. Oh my god. That jump is just mean. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You haven't even gotten to the meanest jump either. And it's actually like pretty much directly after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. Okay. Oh! I gotta plug in my headphones. It's yelling at me.
Yeah. I had to actually switch to my Joy-Con for this because I was like, I don't want to run downstairs to get my Pro controller.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Oh, that's... You have to land on the beam and then jump in it. Oh, that's so mean.
Yep, that's the meaner jump.
Okay. Honestly, that one doesn't seem as bad now I know what I'm doing with it. But I don't think I'm not gonna get there in time.
How many minutes?
I have like 2.
Yeah, that's only like about
that's not
halfway
happening.
through the level too.
Yeah, this one's not happening. And maybe, we'll see. I get like a perfect run here.
Nice.
It's not even like, it's like the back-to-back, and like it's deep in the level too. It's not even like right away.
Yeah. If I was making an actual genuine level, I would have put a checkpoint before that. But because it's supposed to be for a challenge, I think I only put like, I don't know if I even put a checkpoint in the third one.
You said you didn't, I don't think. At least I didn't. I forget.
Yeah, I don't think I did because I ran out of time to actually like finish things up.
Right, yeah. Okay. Maybe my timer's off. I hope it is. I should see 30 seconds here in a minute. Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
I'm not finishing it. I'm gonna plug my headphones.
Oh man. Whew.
It really
That's
depends.
two of them.
My second stage is not hard, honestly. I mean, we'll see though. That's my only concern. Like my third one and my first one, I think it can really trip you up. Maybe. My second one though, I don't think so. Oh, I really wish I got away with a wild card here. I didn't have anything.
Thinking about it though, if I didn't think about it and I would have just put it at one of the levels, like I would have put it past that checkpoint or a checkpoint. So
Maybe. Well, no, I don't think that's in that digital one though. I think it's only in the regular.
not. Okay.
I think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Yeah, it looked like a very easy obstacle, and it cost like 250. So I think you might have been like, "Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna panic and throw this down somewhere."
Yeah.
That was my hope.
I respect the hustle.
Okay, speed banana.
Speed banana.
It's got to beat it. I got to beat it, or else we go to a tie. Best case scenario, I should say.
Wow.
Well, then it becomes down to a design decision. If it.
Yeah, that's nerve-wracking right there.
This was your last level though, and
you're more confident than I am.
I feel good about my stages. Seeing yours, it's a different vibe. Like it doesn't get the same like technicality, but like there's some tricks to it. I think the second one you can beat. I think the first one, the third one are going to be tough for you. I really do.
Yeah, it really depends on how this goes.
I don't know. The first one might not be that bad. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, whoops! I started my timer too early. Okay. Oh, not in the game. There we go. I mean, this is the jump, right? It has to be. How did you...
It's a tricky jump.
That's not the jump, though. That can't be the jump. Do you really have to use the bananas to push them and then make it? I guess so. And there's like no other way. Stay on. Stay. Can't even jump on these. What am I doing? Okay, well I just blocked myself. What the heck? Okay, this is your easy jump and I got no shot. Like, what? I think I'd be here for 10 minutes. I'll be honest with you. I don't think there's a way in heck I can make this jump. Because you can't grab that. You're diving. And it's a treadmill. Oh, do you have to jump on the windmill and then jump on that? Maybe, but... I guess you could. Go back in the back of the head of the banana.
Oh, the banana! Shoutouts to Speed Banana.
Oh man, that is insane. Oh wait, I see it now. That took me a minute. I got it now. It's still not easy, but... Right? You had to be able to jump on that. Is it this? Oh, is this flag not hittable? No, that's there. I think that's it. No, there's no way you can jump on that fan.
How much time are you at?
3 minutes.
Nice.
What the heck?
That was close.
Dude, I should have done my research. Holy moly, what is this jump? Oh, you mother.
Oh, I feel so great about that.
That was brilliant. I respect that.
I was trying to stay so quiet. I actually was muting my mic thinking I was still recording. Oh, man.
Okay. I gotta finish this quick. What is this? Okay, that's doable. That's doable. It's not fun, but that's doable. I can just do that. Okay.
Yeah, I wish I had put a wall there though, because there was a little bit of psychological torment to that jump too.
It was like almost doable, honestly. So like that props. That was good.
Yeah, honest to God, like the end part, I even put a gate because I was like, I didn't even check if that jump was doable either. I was just like, if he takes this bait, then like I feel really good. And I just put a bunch of tread tracks there and a few obstacles to make it believable.
Yeah. Jump to jump. We just got up a little bit quicker. I just gotta finish. Oh my gosh. Just take it slow. It's just about finishing. Oh, these clouds. I almost banned these clouds, too.
Yeah.
That's close to it. Is this even the right thing? It probably is. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's so mean. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I think you win, because I did not make stages this tough. This is your easiest one.
Yeah, this is my easiest one.
Yeah, for sure.
Honest to God, like, I panicked at this point. Like, I literally put the cloud in there because I was like, if I can check this and get this to work,
wow, dude,
then I feel good about this.
I should have gone a little tougher with mine, because I think you're gonna be fine on one of them. I really do. My goal, I had to beat one of these kind of quickly, I think.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't think I thought you were gonna go harder than you probably did, and you thought I was gonna go easier than you thought I would. But like,
well, I should have took advantage.
I was so quiet.
I should have took advantage of the budget thing. Like, only losing 50 budget. Honestly, I should have been like, okay, let's make this kind of tougher, and like risk a bit more.
That's what makes it tricky, though, is the fact that you have to beat it yourself in a specific amount of time, and you also have to create it. And that's what definitely makes it a lot trickier, is figuring out that balance.
Oh, that stinking wall with the camera. Oh, that's so mean. Okay.
Yeah, I only put that there so that you couldn't just go from that one wall onto that conveyor belt.
Yeah, it blocks the camera pretty well, I'll say that much. Up. Okay. This cloud is a nightmare. Completely random. Okay. Yeah, I should have just kept going.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry for this stage specifically.
No, this one's honestly the most fair. Honestly.
Yeah, but this is why when you were like, oh, maybe we could have Sam play them, I was like, I don't know about that. Yeah, I probably should have made that. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I probably should have made that end trickier, but at that point I was like, I just need to get something down.
Oh, it's trickier than mine, I'll say that much.
Yeah. But
Maybe, I
that,
don't know.
honestly, that bait got you a lot longer than I expected.
I mean, the thing is, if this was the first stage, I would have been like, okay, a lot quicker. But because you knew the text and stuff, I was like, oh, there's some weird tech here. So I was immediately like just freaking out over that. Like if this stage came first, I think I would have been like 1 minute. Okay, boom, turn around.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And the thing is, I didn't even think you could jump over those barriers. Because in the larger ones, I don't think you can. But the smaller one, for some reason, it's short enough to do that.
Okay, at least I finished.
All right, you had 30 seconds left on that, so not fully maxed out, but pretty good.
It was like 31:32, I want to say on my timer. We'll get the full recording if we need it.
Yeah. I can't speak for your stages because I genuinely have no idea how that's going to go.
Well, time to find out.
Okay, so spinny drum kit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay.
Good luck. Good luck. You pretty much just had to beat one.
Yeah.
Well, obviously play through all three, just because.
Well, yeah.
But,
well,
yeah.
I have to get, as long as it's under the 30-second time thing coming up.
Right. Yeah.
But I also want to try to do my best.
Well, and also there's the design bonuses, so
yes.
you do have to get times for all three, just in case that does matter.
Yeah.
I mean, it could just not, but.
When I haven't seen your stages yet.
Yeah.
But I know where, that's the thing, I know where you landed, so that takes a little bit more pressure off of me.
Your stages compared to mine are much harder than mine. I will say that right now. I think you'll be fine on one of them.
I do like this.
It's a goofy little.
That's cute.
Amalgamation of things.
Hello there, Spin. My little family friend. Oh no. Okay. Okay.
And every time you gotta climb back up this thing.
That's actually not that bad.
I'm devious.
Now,
it was bad for me.
I feel like I could make that jump, but I don't know if I'm good enough to make that jump.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm good enough to make that jump either, but we'll find out.
Maybe one of them isn't possible. Ooh. I'm getting closer to it though. Yeah.
Yeah.
That you are.
Oh my goodness.
Aha! It tripped you up.
Did trip me up. I want to try it so bad, but I'm like, I feel like it's a psychological thing.
Maybe it is.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh. What the heck, game? I just grinded.
That was pretty rad. Pretty rad.
Okay. I gotta try this. Let's go. Oh, but now I'm lagging.
Oh no.
Okay, got it. Okay, how do you... Yeah. Reach for the sky, sir.
It's all about you're putting your inner Woody into it.
Oh, there we go.
You are annihilating these jumps right now. I don't like it.
Did it take you longer to get... What? Oh, that was silly.
I will be honest though, I meant for that spinny thing to not give you a way back, so I'm a little upset by that. That's okay.
Why does it just kill your momentum like that?
It's tough. It's a tough jump.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah, I wish I put a wall there. I think I had one there, and I might have removed it.
Okay,
This is my first ever Fall Guys stage created. I think that's bonus points.
I mean, honestly, it's fun.
Hit him. Oh, unlucky.
This is actually a very fun stage, though.
I made some good ones.
Oh my god!
Yes! Let's go. 5 more minutes of this. I don't know how much time you have left, though. I'm keeping track.
Okay, I actually did not put on a timer because I forgot.
You're fine. I mean, I think you win this. Eventually, you'll win this, so I'm not really bothering with it. I could be wrong, though.
Oh, back up a little, Spins.
Come on,
Okay,
my balls of fury. My balls of fury. No!
Let's go.
Okay, that's it. I don't even think all 3 bonus points would give you the win. But we'll keep going.
Genuinely, though, compliments to the chef. That was a fantastic stage.
I made some good bangers. I really did make some good bangers. I must say. I must say.
Yeah, that was genuinely very fun.
I made some fun bangers.
And you let me use that my first ever celebration screen too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that's your first ever? Oh no.
Well, for my non-default.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I've won a few times.
Okay. I'm excited for you to do the last one, but you gotta do the second one first.
I will say though, I am genuinely excited to see what you have in store because that first one was actually
you're
fun.
gonna be changing your mind at the third one.
To be fair, even though you finished one of mine, you technically never got a checkpoint in any of my levels.
I didn't. No. I mean, the one was a weird technique I didn't understand. The other one was just a tough one. Just a really tough one.
Branching path. Ooh, okay. I smell shenanigans.
Branching paths. Ooh.
I smell shenanigans here.
Some branching paths. Ooh, which path will you
Now,
take?
see, the question is, too, I considered putting checkpoints at my flubs, and I decided not to do that. So I'm hoping you didn't do that.
I put fair checkpoints. I didn't put checkpoints at flubs, though. No.
Because thankfully, I did also put fair checkpoints.
Yeah.
I just also did a bit of a Batesy-roo.
Batesy-roo. I don't know what that means, but that's cool.
It means that it is almost 1:30 in the morning.
Oh wow, it is. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. I see you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Good luck. Good luck.
I mean, you didn't know about that, so. But I have to check.
I would have. If I had done that with the stage, I would have known. 100%.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
okay.
Got him.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
That's a tough one, yeah.
I just got a concussion.
All right. You're making it happen.
Ooh,
oh.
Okay. I don't trust that. I'm gonna go to the right. That seems way too slippery. Because I was able to make it up here.
Medieval season is upon us.
Medieval.
That's when these were introduced, these like weird blocks.
Gotcha. This doesn't seem very medieval.
No, not at all. But the stage theming was pretty good.
Ooh.
Oh, you got it?
I'm surprised. That was the easiest one. Ooh, okay.
Wow.
Though
I'm so disappointed.
my game lagged a little.
The RNG was not in my favor.
I'm surprised you didn't put them separate and just choose that way.
Oh, that's a good point. No, I like the randomness.
I spawned on that. Oh my gosh.
You're back to the cannons.
Yeah, I did have a bit of a flub, but that's okay.
I mean, you pretty much already have it. I will say.
Yeah.
And unless there's some miracle where I get it with the popularity points, but I don't think I do. It would have. What would it be? Like 4 minutes 50? Honestly, or 4 minutes 30 it would be. Maybe. There's a chance. It's like you don't beat either one of these, but I think you beat this one.
Yeah. I mean, you know the level better than I do, and you seem to have less confidence right now.
I had less confidence in this one than the first one. Yeah.
Okay, though
but
I did notice something as I was trying to do that.
Ooh. You're onto something, Sherlock.
But that's also so steep.
It's very steep.
Can I... Because I figured that one would be strong enough. Okay, so that is steeper. It's just about hitting this correctly, I feel. No, because that doesn't work either.
Ah, yes, the branching paths.
I feel like there's something really simple that I'm just missing right now.
Potentially.
Yeah, because this is definitely... Oh my god, Spence.
It's fun to see how this one you think is... I guess because it was the first one I made, I maybe had, like, overconfidence with it.
I mean, this one, honestly, it's not necessarily tough. It's just trying to figure out if the one path is undoable or not, and... Honestly, like, the tricky part is getting to that point. Because I'm sure that one is probably doable. I just can't get my footing.
Yeah.
But now this is actually where I have a lot of struggles in a lot of regular Fall Guys games.
Oh, it's completely random. Yeah, I agree.
Because those are so wonky.
That's why I put them there. Should put more of them there, to be honest. It's my first stage.
Yeah, but I knew, I was like, if I don't ban hammers, you're gonna do some hammer thing at the very end, and I'm just gonna get
I would have done a very similar thing that we did that one time with that hammer golf.
Yeah, I absolutely knew. I was like, I'm not shooting myself in the foot. Oh my goodness.
For sure. So that was a good call to get rid of the hammers. I should got for those doors. That was my downfall.
Oh, the banana. Am I at least close to the checkpoint?
You're 2/3 or 3/4 the way there, I would say, yeah.
Okay. I think they're just shooting so rapidly, that's what's kind of screwing me up. Okay.
They're non-stop. You must avoid the cheese holes.
Oh my goodness.
That's the scientific name of them, by the way. In the Fall Guys lore.
The cheese holes?
The cheese holes.
You know what? I respect it. Oh my god, these are so awkward. I just fixed it too!
The branching paths. Sorry, I just wanted to put my creepy accent on. I think I still lost. I don't know why.
I respect it, you know?
Yeah. You gotta be a little creepy sometimes. Well, you know, as long as you're not creeping other people. Be creepy in private, kids. That's the lesson of the day.
I want to commit to it, but I just never have enough momentum there. But if I keep going forwards, I lose all of that momentum and I start flying around because Fall Guys physics are weird.
Yeah, they're a little funky. They're tough to get used to. That's my one advantage is like I'm used to like the goofy physics.
Yeah.
But also I don't know any of the new age stuff. So like it's a give and take. It's a give and take. And all your experience is like front loaded, I would say. For me, it's spread out over years.
Yeah.
So many years.
But, like, if you used, like, something like the scythes, I would have been fine because I've seen enough of that in custom.
Right. Ooh, very intelligent move there.
You need to stand. Game, no!
Oh, but it's not just about standing, is it?
Log.
Yeah, sometimes they spit out the logs. It's kind of funny.
That's so silly. Yeah, I feel like I've been playing this level pretty decently. I just, for whatever reason, I just can't get my footing there. I mean, it's definitely a cooldown thing for me. If there was like a few seconds of cooldown, I think I would be fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh! Back up. No! I hate those things so much. I hate those things so much. Like, it doesn't take that long to get back up there, but I don't know how much time I'm at.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm waiting for that 30-second to come up.
Oh, banana. Rude. Oh my... The lag is not helping because it's so random, too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, I'm alive, though, so...
There's the 30. Okay.
Oh, game?
Yeah, I don't think it's doable with this time. Maybe. It's very close. I didn't even know you could do that. Ah, that's a checkpoint. You got... I don't think you got it. Yeah, you don't got it.
I mean, I should at least get some points for getting the checkpoint there, but
no,
that's okay.
That's not the rule.
Some pride points. Hey, you technically did not get any of my checkpoints.
But I could have just not put the checkpoint there, and it would have been the same effect. You know what I mean? Like,
once I figured it out, though, I would have probably been fine, but those things are just wonky. Yeah. And there just was not a lot of space, and I did not... I should have done that sooner, but I did not. Oh.
And the left path was impossible, by the way.
I kind of had a feeling.
I think you gathered it a little later, like you were like, okay, this is not possible, but yeah.
Well, I figured it out, and then I was like, well, maybe the other one is the impossible one, and then I double-checked, and I'm like, no. I definitely think it's the... that mechanic just being really wonky for me.
That was the toughest part, for sure. Like 100%, that was the toughest part. So I think once you got past that, you were fine.
Alright. Rising fruits and boots, huh?
Rising fruits and boots.
Okay.
Good luck. Again, this is a minimum 3 minute... minimum 3 minutes on this one. You'll see why. You'll see why very soon.
Game, it's literally just me. Just connect me. Thank you.
I understand why it's taking a while. I do. Oh, this is what I feel so happy about. This is my best stage, and it took me 20 minutes. I should have just like took the first 30 minutes to just like kind of play around and then started building. I think I would have been in better shape.
Okay, starting the timer. I mean, the official timer will be on here, but
yeah.
Oh. You can put... I didn't know you could put treadmill tracks on these.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
That's
It's
insane.
in the...
Okay.
Oh, you can make that jump? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Okay.
That's alright.
That's weird. That's so weird.
Yeah, you know the one where you had to climb up the hill and beat the fruit? This is the opposite of that.
Okay.
Yes. This is why I was very confident on this one.
I mean, yeah, I did not know these slopes could have this. Okay, okay. Okay.
To be fair, I didn't know you can make that jump, so I'm actually impressed with that.
I just have to not get fruited.
There are 4 cannons, firing strong strength, and I want to say 2-second intervals. Maybe 1.5 seconds.
Good. Well,
So,
I'm gonna want to go more center just to try to avoid the BS.
Yes. Again, no checkpoints.
That's not bad though. That's actually not
I
that
know.
long.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well, because I
You're doing this
just
a
saw
lot
the
quicker
end.
than me. How did you jump that quickly like that? That's crazy.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. You're just doing it way quicker than I did.
Because I'm jumping.
Well, I did too.
I also have the bottom of Sonic.
I guess. Yeah, maybe there's above. Oh, above. Yeah, it gets progressively easier once you get further down.
Oh my gosh.
But something can come from behind at any second with those little bouncers.
This is silly. This is so silly.
Okay, good luck.
Okay. Lag! Oh my god. I almost got screwed over so hard by lag.
I saw it. I saw it.
I'm just playing it safe because I don't know if one of these you're just gonna randomly make like super strong and I'm just gonna fling off.
Oh, that would have been smart. No, I don't do Kaizo stuff. I don't like that.
Easy.
Nice. Okay.
Easy. Not
Well,
even 4 minutes. That was like 640.
That confirms it. Oh, man, I'm so proud of that one, though. It's so mean. You want to be so careful on those trampolines at the end, because you're like, I do not want to do that first bit again.
Yeah, that, I was a little concerned about that. I was like, if those were slanted, I think I would have definitely been struggling there, but...
I love that feeling. It's so funny.
Yeah, well, you taught me something new. I did not know those slopes were there.
Yeah.
You know what, though? Like, I'll admit, out of all of these stages, for me personally, your first one was probably my favorite out of all the stages.
The first one I made. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that, like, including mine. Like, it was
Gotcha.
really, really nicely made. It was fun to play. It wasn't too challenging, but it was challenging enough. Look, it's something that I could see showing up on the Fall Guys custom thing.
Ooh, maybe. Yo.
Yeah,
If anybody watching the channel is like, hey, I work with Fall Guys, I'll make it happen. Like, that'd be lovely.
Yeah, I genuinely think that was the best out of the bunch.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see the second one, which is fine because you didn't get to see mine.
The ending
fully
wasn't
for most of
that
it,
special. No, it was just a few treadmills and bouncy things.
Yeah.
And jumping. So it was a little tricky, but like I think you had it covered. So yeah. Well, first let's do this. Who are the 2 villagers on my side? Because I did not use wildcard. Who are the 2 on my side that you want to put up for elimination?
I'm trying to really think here. Somebody I wanna smite right now.
Oh my gosh.
You know what?
It's exciting. We're not killing anybody.
I think I know you like the two bears.
Yeah.
And you were really mean to my villagers in this intro.
Yeah.
So I think it should be Paula and Groucho are the two.
I think not. Kidding. Imagine. It was like some movie idol thing. That actually be cool for season 2.
You know, here's the thing, Kevin. Let this be a lesson to you. To be kind to my villagers. Because my villagers, you might not be friends with Chatter. You might think he has a few holes in his body and his brain.
He's got a lot of holes in his brain, let's be real.
He's a kind soul. He's a fun soul. And so are all of my villagers that I have right now. I mean, I'm not that big a fan of Clyde, but that's fine because I haven't gotten to know him yet. So maybe I'll turn out to like him. But you picked on some of the favorites here.
One of your favorites is Chatter? I'm sorry. I've got to end that.
Like middle to favorite.
Okay.
I have higher ones.
Yeah.
But out of all the villagers I've had in my town, I love and respect Chatter. I think he even has like a bidet.
Does he now?
Yeah.
That makes a man. Okay.
Yeah. So
Sure thing.
I think because when push comes to shove, either way, I'll either knock you down a Cranky or a Big Sister. And I feel kind of bad with Paula just because I did choose Paula the last time. You're fine with me picking both Paula and Groucho?
Yeah, because it'd be hype as heck if Paula like keeps on surviving. You know what I mean? Absolutely.
That is true. So, all right.
Okay.
It's settled.
So Groucho, Paula, 2 bears. When we're back, we'll have a sudden death idea. So hold your horses or your bears, and stay tuned on who is leaving my village today.
All right, welcome to the chopping block. We got Paula, we got Groucho, and the block is all covered in Kevin's fallen tears. GG's for the stages and the matches, Kevin. But I'm sorry. Before we start, though,
all good.
A few things we should go over. So first off, as before, we couldn't think of anything other than Smash. We figured, you know what? Let's try to theme this a little bit. So, of course, gold is Paula, blue is Groucho. Both level 9. Items are themed around Fall Guys, so it won't be all items, but you'll see stuff like banana peels, launch stars, pitfalls, and a few other items. And first two will win. So yeah, it's going to be it's going to be nice and fun. And of course, I did not update the layout for giving myself a point or anything like that. We're just going both computers and hoping for the best.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I am rooting for Groucho here. I like Paula. I dig Paula, but Groucho's fabulous. Can't go wrong with Groucho. So that's where my money is. Do I think Groucho will win? No. I think Paula's got this in the bag after the last showing in the elimination challenge with Paula, but we'll see. We'll see. It might be an upset.
Yeah, I mean, for once they're actually on an even ground stage. Now
yeah,
we do also have the Beetle.
Oh, that was so close.
Yeah. Honestly, that is the only one-hit kill that I put in here. I think I got rid of Galaga, but I don't remember.
Hey, I'm all for it.
But
I'm
I
not
want to
playing
make sure there weren't too many one-hits.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Give me all the one-hits in the world. If I'm not playing it, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Oh, Paula. It's close right now. This is the Banjo Mirror, so this is an interesting matchup you don't see very often. Not a lot of side Bs. There's the side Bs. Okay. Speak the devil.
Instantly, too.
Instantly, back to back, yeah. They both heard me. I mean, that is the only move Banjo has. So I'm shocked to not see it that often.
Very true. They're just dancing around
shade
each other.
Maids.
They're like, we're not fighting.
Oh yeah, they're just here to have fun. They're here to collect all the jigsaw pieces, and go on their merry way.
Little do they know one of them will die from this.
Well, exile is what we're saying to PETA, because they did call us after episode 2, but we settled it. We said that they're just getting an exile. No worries. Well, because that's what we're doing with them. We're just exiling them.
Well, they said as long as it's not spins, then it's not cruel and unusual punishment.
I'm sorry. Are my villagers less villagers than your villagers? Because I tend to disagree. I still have the better
technically, yes, because after this match, you're going to have one less villager.
But I have the better elephant in the room, and I got heart and grit and soul and muscle and all the other organs.
Okay.
A lot of organs, and we just love playing the piano here. Okay, come on.
Yeah, but either way, I do see this as a win because, again, Paula is Big Sister. If I get rid of Big Sister before there's a Big Sister buff, that's going to be really good for me. If Groucho goes and Cranky Villager's up, it at least evens the Cranky score. So
yeah,
no.
Strategically, this is a good play. See, I vote based on pure emotion, and I despise chatter. And if I ever get the moment to squeeze that mouse's neck, I'm gonna do it.
How dare you?
I mean, it's the name of the game. It's the name of the game.
Also, I don't think you can strangle cheese.
You haven't seen me in chatter yet. Oh no. The amount of hatred I have for that, I would make it a thing. I'd add a new definition to the dictionary.
I love chatter. Chatter's fantastic.
And see, he's manipulating your mind into thinking that he's a good villager. Like I gotta save you. Clearly.
Nah, man. I mean, you got some really good villagers, but that doesn't mean that you have more of a passionate connection.
I have such a connection with Sid. Sid is my baby. Okay.
All right. Well, next time you spite me, Sid might be on the chopping block.
Is that a threat I hear?
It's not a threat. It's a promise.
Well, it can be both.
You saw what happened today, right?
Yeah, it's Groucho. I mean, I like Groucho. He's not a top 5 for me.
No. Well, to be fair, I just knew that Apple's the one you want me to get rid of, so.
Yeah, Apple's like F tier. So, yeah, Apple's the one. But whenever I have a wildcard opportunity to use Apple, I don't even care what the game is, I'm using it. Just so I can eliminate her. I mean, exile her.
Yeah.
We're not eliminating. Yet. Ooh, it's getting tight here. It's a good game 1, a lot better than I would say. Oh, and there it is.
She just threw.
Groucho gets game 1.
Paula threw hard.
Oh, Groucho with the game 1. Very nice.
She threw down the launch star and immediately jumped into it.
Yeah, it's me and Fall Guys. It's all good.
That's, it's an interesting strategy, but I respect it. And we
are on Lilac Cruise. Okay.
What is surprisingly another tournament legal stage, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this is a professional scene right now.
Which is kind of wild because I feel like most people complain about this stage just because of the curved edges.
I don't think it's tournament legal, to be fair.
Is it not?
I don't think so.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, you have like over 100 stages, and everybody's like, "Oh, we can only play 3 stages."
I don't get that because you have the Battlefield and the Omega like variants. You can just use all those.
Well, they use it, but they do random. But that's like all they use, and it's like it's a different stage, but it's also just by skin.
Well, with the pro scene though, I get it because like the combat itself is so intense. Like there's so many different things you can do with it. But, like and like no items. Like oh my gosh.
Oh my!
No, why did Groucho do that? Or why did Paula do that? I don't know. Though they don't use those stars very well.
They do not. I guess they just thought, you know, you got to shoot for the stars. Like, they know how to throw them, but they don't know to avoid them.
Yeah, yeah. I guess. I mean, I guess in Galaxy, you always want to go with the stars. So maybe they're Galaxy players, deep at heart.
Yeah. But to be fair, I will always be a casual player for Smash, because for me, I feel like it's more fun that way. And that's
I have
just
so
me
much
personally.
fun in it. Yeah, I know. I think that's the beautiful thing about Smash is like you'd have a lot of fun playing it. Oh my gosh, that scared me. No. We're going to game 3, folks. We're going to a game 3, folks.
Did
no,
anybody else feel that was kind of weird?
I saw it a mile away. It was he was just confused.
No, he was in the blast zone for way too long.
I think you can do like moves outside of his up B, I think.
Well, no, he
But, like,
wasn't
not
even
another
doing
upbeat.
that. I don't know if he if he aerial dodged or what, but he just
I don't know.
he looked like he should have been dead a lot sooner, but
Yeah.
ooh, Groucho throwing.
It's okay. I knew a game 3 was coming there. That's fine.
Yeah.
Not worried about it. Not worried about it.
So hey, either way, next game you're losing one. You said you had hoped
Well, losing
Groucho
one.
wins.
I lost one when I lost Fall Guys. I mean, I've come
Yeah.
to terms with losing one. I'd rather lose Paula over Groucho. I prefer Groucho over Paula, but I mean, I'm fine with losing either here, to be honest. Like, if it's not my top 3, I'm okay. Like, I'll mentally recover. I mean, was Groucho fabulous? Absolutely. But he's so fabulous, he's gonna win this game right here, and it won't be a problem.
Yeah. Thinking about it, if I was going for the jugular, which honestly, to be honest, I joke around about that, but I mostly just go for, I look for strategy in this.
Yeah, I look for emotion. I look for my general hatred.
Honestly,
So-
if I was going for the jugular, I feel like Melba and Sid would have been the play.
Melba and Sid. Yeah. Yeah.
I definitely feel like those would have been the
That would have
two
hurt
you
my
probably
fifis.
would've-
That would hurt my fifis. I'm not gonna lie, that would hurt my fifis a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're not doing that. I can say that at least.
Yeah, I'm going for strategy. Well, I know too. It sets a precedent. Whoever goes for the favorite, like the deep cut favorites first, like they just spell out war, and you know,
gosh, yeah.
if they lose, they just basically are going to be losing some of their favorites.
Yeah. I will say though, Paula is a beast at Smash. I mean, I
Yeah.
have to respect the game. I have to respect the hustle.
Yeah, you did say last time though that Paula winning Smash so drastically was something that made her one of your favorites. I
do like Paula a lot more now.
this.
I like Paula a lot more now, but that's worn out on me. Like, that was like a couple days. I was like, okay. But now I'm over it.
Now.
But still, I mean, if Paula makes it like the whole way through, like on the chopping block every time, I'll be like, go Paula, go, you know? But yeah, I mean, I do like Paula, don't get me wrong. I like all my villagers. Again, like I have a good cast of characters here. Outside of Apple. That's my only exception to that. Like everyone else I love. I love Buck, I love Savannah, love Sid, love Cube, love Groucho, Paula, Melba. Oh, Melba and Sid. Oh my gosh, don't get me started. Power couple of the century.
Yeah, you really do got some good ones. I mean, just having a koala in general is just great.
Alright, that's good, that's good. That's bad immediately. Oh,
Groucho
man,
really
Groucho.
said no. Sudden
It's okay.
death.
It's okay, here we go. Final life. With the meteor in the background. Oh, this is kind of amazing. Oh my gosh. This is intense. Is this Final Destination 2? Or not quite?
No, this is the actual stage. I am impressed though. The game straight up gave it some pretty good stages for duos.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Come on. That's a really good combo. Groucho fighting back. Oh, really nice aerials. Oh, on the edge. It's so tight right now. You have 4 more feathers. Make sure to use them. Nice grenades, nice explosives. Oh, there's the feather. Hit the power block beforehand, though. Oh, that's it. That's the feather.
Groucho's out.
Groucho is eliminated. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that
Fair
could have
enough.
gone either way from how they were
Fair
shooting
enough.
each other
But
towards
they
the
fought.
stars.
They fought it valiantly. They fought it valiantly. I will give them that. I will respect that.
I think
And
Paula was taunting a little bit.
I think so too. I don't think she put her full strength into that, but she didn't need to, clearly.
Yeah,
She
she
knew that
said,
she
you know
was the
what?
alpha.
I'll make it look close.
Yeah. She knew she was the alpha going into that, and she pulled it off. She pulled through. And you know what? I still respect her a lot for it. I still love Paula. I love Groucho a bit more, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm gonna lose some villagers through this process. And you know, Groucho is the next victim of exile, and
Yeah.
nothing more. PETA, okay? Mr. Adam Lewis, okay? I know your full name. Have to be creepy if someone's named Adam Lewis watching this.
Oh, I've always thought about that. But you know what? That's gonna be the PETA rep for our channel. Not that Brandon knows, but
Yeah, Adam Lewis, the PETA representative.
yeah.
Quite a buzzkill.
Yeah.
Not kill, buzz exile. Buzz exile. That's what we do here. We don't kill people.
A buzz fed with scone.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, on the Survivor show, which we don't know about, for copyright reasons, like they don't kill the people; they bring them in exile. That's what we're doing. We're not killing animals.
Hey, it's just for TV.
Yeah, it's just for.
Now off TV.
We only kill the animals for TV. I mean, it's okay to do that, right? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know these things.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Groucho's gone. See you next week. Tiebreaker match. Who will get to 3 wins first? And for those who are unaware, it is first to 6 wins. So we are just getting started, people. So buckle up, stay tuned, and like, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
GG's.
GG's.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.